Yo, they did my boy Kanan dirty.
NERDSoul.
Late Ill Kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing that street geek and nerd soul. What is up, my people, today? Oh yeah, we coming with another wonderful episode of Thumbnails. We're gonna get it right into it because we got new episodes coming out of the last season of course, Star Wars Rebels. And I want to get into a nice little sort of semi-review for Jedi Knight and Doom, but really talk about how I feel Star Wars Rebels didn't really respect your boy Kanan Jarrus. I do like the fact that they showed him in a heroic light, that you could see that he had come to a point of realization where he told Ezra that he couldn't think clearly, that he needed Ezra to run the mission. And I'll deal with Ezra in a little bit. But I like how they showed that he was ready, ready to go, ready to pass away, ready to move on to that next level. But I do think it was a little quick. Now, on the Ezra side, I know you guys want Ezra to be a thing. I'm just not down with Ezra. You guys know my favorite characters are Hera, Sabine, and Kanan. Ezra is kind of like nails on a chalkboard for me. But, you know, that's just how it is. Also, Zeb and Chopper get sidelined these episodes, which I don't know exactly how I feel about that either, but Kanan deserved more. And I know some of you guys might be like, hey, we only got 30 minutes. Why does he deserve more? We got to move on with the story, man. We only got a couple episodes left. Well, here's why. Not only was he basically the star or co-star of A New Dawn, which was the novel that kind of like led into this series, but he's been a starring role on this series for all the seasons. Every single season he's been front and, well, they put Ezra front and center, but you know what I mean. He is one of the mainstays of the crew. He's on every episode. You always see him. He is the wise, the voice of reason, the maybe not the tactician, but someone who helps kind of shepherd these missions along. And with that, I would say that he probably has one of the most, I guess, imposing, in a positive way, presences on the show. Him and Hera are kind of like the mother and father of this crew of the Ghost. And losing him should have meant more to the show. It should have taken more time in the show to actually deal with, because before the break, we didn't really spend a lot of time with Kanan and kind of preparing for his loss. And in this episode, you know, he kind of meditates for a second. You see him cut his hair, and then he's out the door, you know, to save Hera. And I just feel like they shortchanged him, man. You know, he was heroic in the way he saved Hera and saved the crew, but I just feel like we spent way more time with the interrogation, which I'll get to after the break, and Ezra and how he's going to handle this, instead of kind of taking care of the plot line and the storyline of someone that we're about to lose, especially someone who has been such a huge driving force in this series. Now, I've got some cool stuff that I want to talk about these episodes, because I do think these episodes are dope. I just think that Kanan got shortchanged in this joint. Maybe they was just like trying to write for time. But of course, we're going to lay all that down and move forward, because we got to pay them bills. And of course, no one else but KUROBrand is going to help us do that. Oh yeah, check that link below, KUROBrand.com. Hats, shirts, hoodies, the whole shebang-a-bang. And once you find something you like, cop it. Now I want to get into, of course, the other side of this episode, because you do have a lot of Thrawn and Price. And Thrawn and Price really, I love the relationship, the way it's playing out, because I did see them as equals at a time. Almost like she was kind of putting him on, you know, when he first came into the series. But we can definitely see that he is much higher in rank than she is. because of how he dealt with her after the fuel reserve loss or the fuselage or whatever blew up. He wasn't happy with her, and you could see in her face that she was definitely worried, scared, all that good stuff about what might happen to her. And something that I thought might have been more of a mentor-mentee relationship from Price to Thrawn, or something that could have probably been a romantic relationship between Price and Thrawn, is definitely not that. So real quick, I want to get a chance to jump back to Ezra, who of course we're passing the torch on to. I like the way he handled the loss. And the whole team, they did make a point to make sure that everybody regarded the loss of, Kanan, because I feel like they kind of rushed through him dying, but then at least they took time to show the crew kind of dealing with that loss individually. And we'll see probably a little bit more how Hera deals with it. But I like that Kanan kind of, left enough there for Ezra to at least sort of search or sort of know that something has to be done inside himself to prepare him for what's to come. When he meets Doom, I like that. I just like that kind of weird relationship with the wolves and Ezra, and like the speaking and the kind of like nonverbal cues that they get. I do like that. But Ezra's just not my guy. Other highlights were, Zeb and the fight with the assassin or the bounty hunter. I do like Sabine kind of figuring out and kind of painting the guy. But all in all, I have to say that Star Wars Rebels is coming to an end. I figured all these characters were going to die, but I thought they would die in a more, in a more memorable way, or maybe handled differently, where we spend more time with that character instead of spending time kind of like with Thrawn in the interrogation or with Ezra. I just thought we would spend more time with each character before they passed. And I guess in this case with Kanan, who is probably my number one that I would figure would probably be dying last, is now dying first. So, I really don't care about Zeb, man. They can just take him out, just done. But guys, holler at me. I'm gonna holler at you down in them comments. Tell me what you think about Kanan and how he was handled. I'm kind of hurt, man. I feel like they shortchanged your boy, especially for being a lead character all through the series and being the wise one, the voice of reason, the one who was like the steady rock of the crew. So before I bounce, I'm going to tell you guys to hit up ThatNERDSoul.com. That's right. Check me out right there. All my videos from the oldest, newest, latest, greatest, and all that. Then hit up shop.ThatNERDSoul.com and pick yourself up a t-shirt player. And don't forget to get one for them playettes. Then come back here, like, comment, subscribe, and share that Nerd Soul. That's right. There's no better way that I can show people that you like what you are watching. So, LA, what up? VA, what up? RVA, you got my heart. And please be good to yourselves. Please be good to each other. And remember, yo, Star Wars Rebels writers, they don't care about your feelings. Peace.